There comes a time in life when explanations no longer serve a purpose. You find yourself repeating the same words, the same feelings, the same pain, hoping someone will finally understand, appreciate, or value you. But instead, all you receive is silence, distance, and indifference. And that's when you begin to understand. Some people were never meant to stay, and you were never meant to keep justifying your presence. There's no grand moment, no dramatic farewell, no loud closure, and just a quiet realization that your heart has had enough. So you do the most powerful thing you've ever done. You leave silently. To leave without a word is not weakness. It's wisdom. It is the understanding that peace is more precious than pride, and silence is more healing than confrontation. You've cried, you've tried, you've explained, but when a person has already decided what you mean to them, no amount of effort can change their perspective. That's when it becomes clear that your worth isn't something to be proven. It's something to be protected. You stop replying to the cold messages. You stop waiting for a response that never comes. You stop needing closure from people who never gave you clarity to begin with. And in that moment, you discover your strength. In silence. People often mistake silence for defeat, but they don't see the war you fought inside. The emotional battles, the sleepless nights, the endless overthinking. They don't see the way you begged for honesty with your presence, how you tried to hold everything together with your bare hands. They don't know the pain behind your quiet exit. But still, you leave. Not because you gave up, but because you grew up. You no longer chase people who confuse your value with convenience. You no longer fight for space in someone else's life. You simply let go and let the silence carry your goodbye. Not every relationship ends with a final conversation. Not every chapter closes with loud words. Some endings happen silently, in the heart, long before the feet walk away. You begin to detach emotionally while still being physically present. You smile, but it's empty. You speak, but your heart is no longer in the conversation. And one day, you simply decide, I deserve more than this. You don't need revenge. You don't need validation. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. You just leave. Silently. And in that silence, something beautiful begins. You start hearing yourself again. You reconnect with your peace. You remember who you were before they made you feel like you were too much or not enough. You start healing in spaces where nobody questions your worth. You surround yourself with people who don't need explanations to love you, who don't require you to shrink to fit their comfort. Your silence becomes your boundary. Your absence becomes your response. And the peace you feel after walking away becomes your reward.